Hello and welcome everyone to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing my first video review of Life is Strange. So to introduce, this game is a point and click adventure game like Telltale's many games like The Wolf Amongst Us, Walking Dead, the Tales from Borderlands series. So if you are familiar with those kind of games, you should really play this game because this is one great game. To start it with it, you play as a main character, make choices, do puzzles and progress through the story. The one really good aspect of this game is that you have the rewind power. I'll talk more about it in my review. So to start with, let's go with the graphics. As you can see, the game has a very unique art style. Unlike the cel-shaded architecture in the other games, the Telltale games, this has a more of a watercolor oil painting like style. It's more of a photography oriented game. Yeah, the main character actually loves photography and the game kind of revolves around it. So this style actually suits really well to that photographic style of the game. So the details are really good, the lighting is really good, the character models, everything kind of has a unique style. They follow this style all over the game, so there isn't much about the graphics. It's really good and it gives a good atmosphere for the game. Next, let me talk about the sound. So as far as the sound goes, the music is really great in this game. It has some guitars and light music kind of stuff. So it's really good. The intro scene where the music kind of fades out and the main character puts the headphones and if the ambient sound gets totally faded out and the music comes up was really one of the best scenes I have played in the recent times. And apart from that, the voice acting, so this is kind of a plus and minus for the game. So let me tell you why. So the voice of the characters are really good. They have acted really well, and it gives delivers the emotions correctly. But the main problem is that the lip sync, it's completely not there. Seriously, they should have done a good work on the lip sync, and I'm disappointed on that area. The main reason why it's like that is that this game kind of have an immersion to it. The story is really good, so everything kind of fits in together except the lip sync. So when you're like talking to a character, you will be really immersed in the dialogue because the voice acting is good, as I said, but the lip sync, no, it takes out all those emotions. And yeah, that's one of the cons about this game. So next, let me talk about the characters. As you can see here, the main character is Max Scofield. She is a teenage girl who has just moved to an academy called Blackwell to study photography. And yeah, that's how the story starts. And this I think this is the only game that has more of a light kind of sense to it. The brighter colors, the vibrant feel of the game, unlike the other games of the Telltale Whale, it's more of a darker theme. So I kind of like this game and it's a fun to play. I mean, it's totally non-stress kind of thing, and it's a fun to play game. And the other characters also really make up the game um, more interesting. Like each character plays a good part in the story and also in the choices you make. But yeah, not all the characters, but most of the characters. Some characters just feel underwhelmed, and I don't know why they put them here. So I do not want to talk more about that because that will surely spoil the review. And next, let me talk about the biggest plus point of the game, the gameplay. Yeah. So as you can see here, you just move around the game, go near somebody, speak, and do whatever the interaction it shows up. However, the main thing, as you can see here, is the rewind power. This is the trademark of the game. It distinguishes itself from the other games, but by this rewind power. So imagine in you're kind of presented a situation where you have to make a choice. So you choose one of the two options and then continue the story. You may regret that what would have happened if I had chosen the other option. Well, this game lets you do that. Yeah. So you can change whatever dialogue choices you make just by rewinding, and most of the puzzles in the game are also based on this rewind option. So how does that affect the gameplay? I like this feature mainly for one reason, and that reason is that it really makes you doubt your own choices. Now, regarding the choices, there are no good or bad like that, but sometimes I felt that what would have happened if I chose the other one. So I was in a kind of loop, like whether what to choose. The game gives that kind of freedom to you, and I guess that kind of freedom is the biggest plus point of the game because uh, I was in some places I was in complete dilemma on what choice to choose. I didn't know what choice to choose and I was just stuck in the same scene over and over. Yeah, it's really good. So you have to experience it on your own to feel that that kind of sense. Next about the puzzles are all okay, not tough puzzles and all. Everything should be fine for you to do, except the one in the final sequence. I really loved that puzzle. It was kind of challenging, and another one where you have to kind of save a girl from a bad situation. It was kind of a great puzzle. Now let me talk about how the choices impact the story. Yeah, that's my next section, the story. Like sound, I mean the voice
What is
acting,
going on today?
the story is kind of one of the biggest plus and minus of the game again. The one reason is that the story more has more of on-the-go choices than the long-term choices. So if you know what I mean, like the choices you make have effects immediately almost. So you feel kind of satisfied with your choice. But on the other hand, only a few choices affect the game in the long term. So for example, some choices that I made in episode 1 doesn't matter at all because they all had the immediate consequences. I'm not saying that every choice should have the long-term consequences, but that the number is too less here. And and the story also gets predictable in the third or fourth episode. And the ending, yeah, that's again, uh, I like the ending only 50-50 percentage, and the reason is that it kind of reminded me of Mass Effect 3. Yeah, we all know how Mass Effect 3 kind of delivered a very bad ending. Like whatever choices you make, it doesn't matter. This game kinda has the same thing, but the way in which they presented the ending, I really liked it. The journey through the final sequence was really good. I'm just disappointed about the ending. So other than that, not so much cons to the game. To summarize, I can say that the gameplay is really good, the graphics is good, the rewind power feels great. The bad things maybe, the one main thing is the lip sync, and another thing is the ending. I doubt some people will like it maybe, but I was kind of disappointed with it. So on the whole, I would rate this game 8.5 out of 10. This is a really fun game. This is a very light-hearted tone, not
This is
so
so
serious
good.
and all. So you
His
can,
visions,
and
his
also it's not a very
power.
big game, so you can just hop on in a weekend and play the game and have a good time. So there are totally 5 episodes. All of them are now out on Steam. Also, it's available in a very cheap price. So play the game, have some great emotional moments, enjoy the game. Thank you for watching. So please like the video and subscribe to my channel for more gameplay videos and reviews. Again, thanks for watching. Have a good day. Bye.